Alright.
Alright, so now get ready for some excellent boss music.
Absolutely. His true colors emerged.
He doesn't like blue?
About my true colors shining through.
Grrrg.
True colors. This is FF2.
Yep, nope, he's more of a red guy, I see.
A man of culture.
Now, I think if you cast Medio, if you have it on him, he counters with something awful.
Yeah.
So that's something to not do.
Guess I will. I can't Zerk anymore.
You can slow him, I think.
That's a good choice.
Now, he'll do a skill called Black Hole, and every time he does that, he removes all buffs and debuffs on the field.
It's time.
It's time, man. Throw the spoon. Also, when he's shaking like that, he's about to do his ultimate attack.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something to watch out for. Oh, he doesn't like the slow either.
Interesting.
Oh, okay.
No.
Whatever.
Bam!
Bam!
10,000 spoon.
Let's see if he counters this with anything.
Oh, so tiny compared to him.
And he doesn't like that either.
Yeah.
Oof, he really doesn't like that. That's gonna rip probably two of them when he does his ultimate
Alright.
thing.
Who's next? Excalibur?
Excalibur's next, definitely. If he lives to throw it.
Oh.
Okay, that might rip two of you.
Oh.
Or neither. But
Oh.
it does put the
Right.
a bio effect on you. So can you get the heal in?
17, 15.
Woo!
Yes!
The buzzer beater.
Just in there.
So yeah, like I was saying before, just pull out all the stops, throw everything you got.
I mean, the fate of the world is at hand.
Literally all the stops.
Yeah, and you don't have anything else. Throw your other legendary sword.
The Murasame.
May as well.
Yep.
Oh, this is good timing. It'll come in after the counter from this.
Yeah. Yeah, this dude has a lot of health.
Yeah, I think it's like 80,000 or something like that. It's a pretty chunky amount.
Remember the amount of damage you can pull off with what you have.
Wow.
That's not a lot of health after all.
The Murasame didn't impress.
It really is the lesser of the legendary swords.
Uh-oh. He wiggled. He wiggled.
What? Why he's so wiggle?
It's Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
He's about to do the Big Bang. I want to heal up for it.
Alright.
This is going to counter with
Yeah, because you don't want him to chase one with the other.
or she goes first. Well,
Whatever. Alright,
I think at this point the shurikens
ninjas,
are
yeah.
the ninjas are the best. Ninjas are always the best.
we threw our two heavy hitters.
Yep. Yeah, we threw the spoon and actual Excalibur.
Cecil gets all mad like, I was gonna learn two-weapon fighting.
That's weird.
I mean,
Okay.
we already had that effect on us, dude, but sure.
Spread out the lesser damage. Why not?
Yeah. Alright, we're in good shape. Oh,
Oh.
and
Alright. I thought he already did the wiggle once.
I was gonna say, maybe,
The wiggles are intensifying.
it's a great background, but man, this poor frame rate.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I do like how they couldn't layer the bottom row properly, so it's all passing over
Underneath
his
them.
feet.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a mist going on.
Oh! Did Kane manage to evade that?
I think he did.
Nice.
He's off screen. He's not gonna get hit by it.
Sweet.
It's a mist on the ground, but you guys are flowing by the powers of friendship.
Friendship and having the King of Dragons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess he's
Oh.
done throwing
Oh.
flares at us.
That's,
kind of wild.
again, kind of close. Come on.
We got to be close now.
I was gonna say this guy's got a draw.
Yeah, I mean we're just dealing too much damage. Hooray for preparations.
Yep,
Yeah, those shurikens are so good.
they are. Oh,
I'd say that'll get rid of his slow.
yep. That debuffs or that purges everyone, him and you. I think.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it takes like haste and slow off of everybody, including him, for you. Oh, okay.
Not enough MP.
I think he had enough MP. He just missed. For some reason, that Meteor has such a low hit chance when he uses it. There it is.
Oh.
Now we get like the longest death animation in Final Fantasy history.
The death wiggle.
Ah, the satisfied lean back on the couch of having beaten another RPG. Yes.
Is he doing the like upside down okay hand as he's falling?
Lunarians don't know I got him. That is definitely a circle game hand.
Zeromus is actually, I use his sprite on the slide before finals in my class to because every week I tell my students what they have for next week. And the slide before their final exams is the final boss awaits.
Nice.
And I've got Zeromus' sprite on there because it just looks so great.
Yeah, it's a really well made sprite. It's very detailed. There's so.
Man, it's stormy up here.
And we've got Bahamut with us too. Oh, there he goes.
Ah, that low noise
Bahamut.
rumble.
Yeah, so maybe we were under-leveled, but we were ready.
I will not perish as long as there is evil in the hearts of People Puff.
I feel like
Join us next time for Kingdom Hearts.
as we make some people puffs.
People Puffs.
Graham!
With graham crackers.
How much does this weigh? What's the king's name of Daventry? And they're getting one last use of that effect.
Yep. And defeated. Whew. Wow,
Those
this room's
pillars
actually
are still screaming.
well done.
Look at their faces.
All of you. Oh. Maybe we don't have to respect the Prime Directive anymore. Seems like you're doing fine.
No, we did better than you two.
Snap. But Zeromus' last words, as long as evil exists in people's hearts.
His last words were, "My people puffs." He left them in the oven for too long.
My People Puffs.
This is true. Everyone has both evil and good in their mind, just as there are crystals of light and darkness and Tuesday and electricity and hamburgers and those little things that you find in the bottom of the can that aren't actually technically part of the pork and beans. The little white slabbish thing. That has a crystal as well. But as long as the evil exists, so does good. As long as you hold good in your heart to fight it.
It's like, but what about his last words? What do you mean, what about his last words? Yeah, everyone is good and bad at the same time. That's just humanity. You don't have to be a D and be all evil about it.
Dude spent 15 minutes on, philosophy.com and thinks he's the ultimate baddie.
Wow, Radia throwing the shade.
Dang!
Woof! Yikes.
Edward Goodness. Geraldine.
Huh?
Don't think I haven't forgotten your name. I must return to my sleep. You?
Yeah, sleep sounds good.
That's true. We're going to go back to Earth.
Yeah, there were 6 people praying for us there that are all back on the planet.
Also-
5 people that were praying for us that are back on the planet.
Yikes.
Also, there's water there. You have great comrades. I am looking forward to seeing again.
No.
Well, he is very bearded. The Lunarians,
Commissar Fusoya.
yes. You? This is the right move for Golbez.
Yeah, I kind of made a complete ass of myself on the planet down there.
I need some time to think
I really
about
need to ghost myself from Earth,
Yeah.
so...
Should have ghost the blue planet.
when you're finally ready to uninstall Facebook.
Dude, this is not a quick power nap we're taking here, buddy. We're going into straight coma status.
Thank you for calling me brother. I will dance on your grave in 5,000 years.
Wow.
Bye?
This is so awkward.
Yep, have a great life.
You too, buddy. Yes.
When you're pouring out your heart to someone and they don't say
Cecil.
anything.
Say something. If you don't say something, you're going to regret it. It's your only chance.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, brother.
Aww.
That's a good balance. It's
Yeah.
not like
It's
super
not like
pleady and forgiving, but it's acknowledging.
right.
Good balance. Well played.
See you, space cowboy.
Cute.
Oh, I love this music.
Yeah.
Not quite to the credits yet.
Nope, but we're getting there.
But you'll notice these are the two moons.
Yeah, the two moons around
Right.
the blue planet.
So as they zippy around there. It's
Could
funny.
you imagine, like, how fast are we moving around the sun? By the
Yeah.
way.
No, this is drastically overdone. But
Oh, we get
so
In a
this
galaxy
we
one
get
more time.
the
far, far
Star
away.
Wars version.
I mean, this game ripped off of Star Wars
Oh.
so hard, so yeah,
Yeah,
why not?
major bite. And they're like, "Oh, hey, we get transforms and rotates and scales, and you should see the cool things we can do on this layer now." So, this was their chance
I
to really
enjoy it, though.
play.
Yeah. It brings another promise to Mother Earth with a bounty and mercy.
Oh, hey, there's more. The moon has just started to seek for its own light. Uh-oh. What's that moon up to?
I don't know. We'll have to come back and find out later.
That second fake moon.
It's not a fake moon. It's just not Luna.
True.
It's Muna.
It's Muna.
It's tuna.
That explains why there's no water on it.
It's also why we had to take a whale to get there.
Oh, that's so
we're,
cute.
we're just trying to get the whale a snack. Is this so much to ask?
I mean, that second moon is about to sprout a tail. Ooh, that hi-hat.
Did someone say tuna?
Mmm, whale. Leviathan ate the big whale.
Oh no. Indigestion City.
Alright, so, Mizidia? Oh, we have one good student.
Are you controlling the dialogue or is it moving on its own?
No, this is self-driven, so
Okay.
I can set that down.
Not again.
As I think they wanted to keep it with the music,
Right.
which I'm 1,000% for.
Yeah.
So then I cast Ice to open Mountain Ordeals.
It's true, he did. So the after years is so asinine that the girl he's talking to is a major character in that game.
I mean, you gotta, if you're gonna accelerate time, you gotta pin somebody. Just because the after years wasn't good doesn't mean it isn't charming to think that a game left a strong enough impression that they're willing to do stuff like that.
Oh no, I totally agree. I just wish that the thing that they did was better.
Yeah, because think about like how many games in this series were strong enough to elicit in-world follow-ups.
Yeah.
Can we also talk about how like learning in this world is considered a punishment? Just like our world in general.
Well, to be fair, they learned more by going out and killing zoos and skeletons than they did by reading books.
That's true.
I would want to go out and get more literal and figurative
No,
experience.
no, I mean
too.
like generally, like in our world.
Oh, yeah.
It's a punishment,
Oh,
not just this one.
okay. Oh, dang. Calling me out.
Put your money where your mouth is. Aw. Someone is smitten.
That needs a comma.
This world, Rydia. Well, I mean, she is his world.
What's that?
It's a heart.
Your Highness. I saw that heart bubble.
Smell you later.
Oh, no!
How the Chamberlain had to do the jump, too.
Wow. You'll be like 90 the next time you go up in the real world.
Edge finally finds her. Ooh.
Hi.
Never mind.
You came back!
Baby monster.
Aw.
Best character.
Shame they don't have a tiny version of that. But
Yeah.
That's okay. There's nothing different between us. I have incisors. Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Hold up.
This love triangle
Oh, no.
for me.
There you go. Set him straight. Meanwhile, in Fable.
Oh, the king has stepped aside.
Yang's
Honey,
wife.
why don't I get a chair?
Why don't I get a name?
Yeah, if you're gonna call her a queen, you gotta treat her like one. Get her a chair, man. Get like a gaming chair.
I mean, at bare minimum, she needs to be sitting in that one.
A beanbag chair.
Whoops, training time.
Let's go, lads.
Roll out.
Achoo! Oh, that's right. He said he was kind of ready to give it up anyway.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Former king still wearing that crown though. I don't know.
Well, at least he didn't bite it,
True.
you know?
Like every other king.
Yeah.
Alright, we got a lot of work to do rebuilding this place. Man,
At least there was enough people left to rebuild it.
damn, Cyan.
Heh.
Prince Edward, the Red Wings!
Oh no.
Let us listen to the minstrelsy of Paladin. No, we gotta build the castle first, kids. Story, story, story!
Yes, third story and fourth story both need some work.
Aw.
Get to it.
We're child labor.
You don't work, you don't eat.
Anna, why aren't you here?
Oh, that's a good closure to his sort of strife.
He's got the whole football team helping him rebuild it.
Those are like old school Cleveland Brown helmets.
I love the dwarves.
Dwarves in 14 were pretty good too.
Yeah.
Oh, they have some castle damage too?
Yeah, well, they were in a full scale war. They were just able to defend themselves. They were, I mean, they were pretty much the Baron of the underworld. They had
Oh, yeah.
the equivalent military might to be able to fight back.
Scrap the tanks, there won't be another war.
Excuse me?
That's a terrible idea.
King Giot of all the planning comes up with a different plan.
Well, none of his other plans worked, so maybe this is the way to go.
Good news! Aww.
That's adorable.
What? How nice.
It's nice that we don't have to drill through the mountain to get outside anymore.
True.
Oh man,
Get called out.
throw this man in the brig.
I gave you orders.
That's true, he did.
The
the
hair
flow.
flow, yeah.
Custom sprite with sick
Majestic.
flow.
The flow.
So majestic. I must strengthen myself in my hair.
Until then, peace.
Maybe he's born with it.
Not done yet.
You should see this boy on the mountain. He's quite handsome.
Oh my.
Anything new from the astral readings? It just goes to his flow.
The moon. There's a moon up there.
The astral readings.
Oof.
All right, here it goes.
He's looking at a moon, all right.
right.
The fullest moon.
Hold on. Here it goes. There's 2 moons, and then what's gonna happen?
Wait for it.
What's gonna happen? Come on. The slow build-up. What was he seeing?
Everything getting sucked into the sun.
Yikes.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh, wait. What's that?
That moon breaking
no.
orbit.
There's only 1 moon around. Where's Tuna going?
Tuna, no!
The whale just eats it.
The bed got upgraded.
It did.
Whoa.
Double beds. Let's go.
So instead of getting
There's
one,
no space between there. That's a king and you know it.
instead of getting one big bed, they just got 2 double beds. Yikes.
They could only afford 1 king this year. So they had to make Cecil. They'll get the beds upgraded next time. I mean, they had to renovate the room. There wasn't that many tiles on the floor last time.
Everyone's waiting for you. Come on. Sorry about that.
Don't we know it?
Or shall I say queen?
Rosa's fine.
So is it like a 2-for-1 marriage and coronation?
I feel like that happens a lot
Does it?
in like movies and games. It's just 2 birds, 1 stone. No one wants to go to 2 ceremonies.
True.
Who has
True.
time for that?
I don't know. You ask like 15th century France, they would love to have gone through 2 ceremonies.
It's also, I think, a religious thing that a lot of religions do.
I honestly couldn't tell you.
Oh, where are we going? Ah, yes. The throne room. With the hallway recently decorated sans kids.
Hear that instrumentation of the main theme. So
Yeah,
good.
Nice variant.
Meaty.
No. You're not in the party.
Yikes.
You're in the party, you're not in the wedding party.
That's brutal.
Nice little greeting.
Hey, back in line.
Yang no nonsense. Consummate professional.
I like it though.
Oh dear.
Blanc.
No.
Hey, where do we stand?
When no one assigns you a spot so you don't know where to stand, you just awkwardly stand in the middle, like, oh.
Another royal greeting.
If Edward's out here, who's playing the organ?
Dun da 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 dun. Hey, everyone's favorite.
We actually didn't invite you, we invited Bahamut, so...
Oh, dang.
Yikes.
Shy boy.
Aw, 2 didn't get cheering. King Giat and Luca didn't have.
Cheer sprites.
Oh, neither did the elder.
That's fine. Dude, I forgot how long the ending to this game
Right.
is.
Yeah.
They didn't make them this long beforehand.
No, they didn't have the luxury.
No, like Final Fantasy 1's ending, they showed a couple of scenes, but it was mostly just like, thanks for playing, here's the credits.
The boss man.
Final Fantasy 2 had the worst ending of all time. Not counting the NES 2. But,
Yeah, that's like we're playing Final Fantasy 2 technically.
They really put their first foot forward, man.
what, with these 3?
Sakaguchi, Amano, and Uematsu was the first 3.
Well, yeah,
that they
dude.
put
Like,
out,
that's That's a triptych of excellence right there.
Eh.
Like, you want to talk about, like, 3 people responsible for the biggest boom in, like, RPGs of all time.
Oh, sure.
Because the SNES, man, like, there were some good RPGs on the NES, but the SNES is where it really blew up for me.
It was the right combination of, like, the system and the presentation could do enough.
Yeah, you got enough of the new technology to be able to kind of really explore your horizons and make a fuller product for that.
Battle graphic.
Just one battle graphic used this entire game. Two
It took
ribbon.
2 dudes to make one battle graphic?
Credit where credit's due, man, though. Those enemy sprites are really nice.
No, they were very
Absolutely.
good.
This is also a very dangerous part of space to be flying through. Look at all these little pieces of tuna.
That's a lot of rocks.
They're bubbles.
It's a lot of rockfish.
Bubble!
I'm not sure if that's Kenji Ito or not, and I think Ito's a fairly common last name, but
Probably.
if it is Kenji Ito, then that's kind of awesome. Kenji Ito did the soundtrack for a lot of the Saga games. Saga Frontier 1, he did the Romantic Saga
Gotcha.
3. Bunch of other sort of like faster paced soundtracks.
Special thanks to
The players.
you.
That's a lot of people. Thanks, Garza.
Bud.
Thanks, bud.
Mayhem.
I love this game, man.
Me too.
Yeah, and I mean, we saw that, like, even some of the things that you thought were going to be really deadly were only moderately deadly.
Look at that. Tetsuya Nomura on the staff for this one, for special thanks. I'm sorry, what were you saying, Dan?
I was saying, like, there's so many points in this game where, because you've played not nerfed versions of this game, that, like, you go in expecting certain things to be challenging. Like, and you can still see that some of the mechanics are sometimes, like, still there.
Yeah.
The numbers
not
just got scaled in
prepared,
your
yeah.
favor. Yeah.
Yeah.
And where we would, like, get hit and be down to, like, a few hundred hit points and almost be dead, in a harder version of this game, we'd end up back at a save point and have to grind out a level or 2 or something. You know?
Yeah, like the going through with the levels that we're at, with like the kind of playstyle we were going with, it's not recommended in harder versions of this game.
Yeah,
It's just not a good idea.
You definitely want to tackle this one with healthy respect for the spinning square.
Respect the square.
It's so funny how shorter Final Fantasy credits are for the older games. Dude, Final Fantasy 14, the expansion we just played, weren't the credits like an hour long?
They were like 20 to 30 minutes. They were pretty long.
Oh, it felt like it.
But even like some of the newer games, like the Final Fantasy 10 credits were really long, and the 12 credits
Yeah.
were endless.
Yeah. And speaking of endless, it just sits here ad nauseum.
The
So
endless.
So this is the end of the end.
Very good graphic.
get the nice little prelude here, and
Yeah.
Credit graphic.
Yeah, like a last note on the difficulty. Any of the times where I was like warning you to be ready, but like you didn't actually have to be ready. In the harder versions, be ready at those times. Those are the times when like there's a few of the big difficulty spikes throughout the game, and like even the PlayStation version, which was like the original version that was supposed to be released here. There's some real difficulty spikes that happen throughout the course of that game.
It's
Yeah.
kind of funny seeing this game again after playing through the DS version.
Yeah, the DS version is by far the hardest version of the game.
Could be a toughie at the start for sure.
I was intrigued by the GBA one. The thing about the Game Boy Advance is I always get disheartened by what the system does to the sound for
Yeah.
a lot of those games, but I really liked the reworked sprites.
Yeah, the sound wasn't so much the issue with the GBA version. There was a massive issue with just like loading times and AI scripting, where like I went through the fight with Zeromus, and Rydia legit never got a turn.
Wow.
Like it would queue her up and she'd be ready, but it would always like prioritize somebody else over her.
Oh, like
So
it
she-
was not even... yeah.
Right, so that there would be times when like Rosa was supposed to get a turn, but she would get skipped, so I wouldn't be able to heal everybody in time, and I would just die. It was
That's tough.
Oof.
it was things that, like, having worked in QA now, things that should have been caught and fixed, and you should not have released the game that way. It was not a good port.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
But this was not a shame.
That said, if you want to play like the best port that had all of the extra things from the GBA, the PSP version,
Yes.
the Ford collection for the PSP is probably the definitive version of the game, I would say.
Yeah.
It has like multiple different kinds of audio, new and old. It's got like all of the extra dungeons that the GBA version put in. It has like the right difficulty, the right sprite work.
It's
all
very
the
clean
items.
too. That's my favorite version to play.
Yeah, super clean. I think that's the best version to play.
Yep. Yeah. And now I don't remember. Was that one download available, or was that only if you had like the?
I think you could download it or get it on disc.
Okay.
So
Yeah, you can download it.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I don't know if you could when it was like first new, but you can definitely now because I
Yeah.
got it on my PSP.
I panicked and got a 3000 for the studio because I wasn't sure like if there were disc-only games we'd lose the ability to play like later on. You know?
Sure.
But
Right.
But no, that's if you have the means, that's that is definitely the version to go with. You can't really use our playthrough of this as a walkthrough for that because there's so much stuff that gets added in.
yep.
But you know, it's a pretty straightforward game. It's not that hard to figure out.
Like the after years that comes with it automatically.
I mean, you don't need to. Just look up a synopsis, man.
So we will follow this up in the future with a review episode for it,
Yeah.
obviously. And then
There's like one bonus episode I have in mind for it. It's just like showing off a couple of drops.
yeah,
It's all Battletoads combat.
It's all Battletoads combat.
yeah, maybe go and dig up some of those low percentage things.
I mean, we already showed one. I don't have to
On
grind for the
accident.
Dragon Whip now.
That's true. Yeah, we started down that road already.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we'll just keep it and show off like what it does in combat when using it. Maybe we'll show off a Iridia melee build
Nice.
at the end of this.
Sure.
All right. Well, as always, thank you so much for tagging along on this little trip of ours.
Yeah, appreciate you guys hanging out and sticking with us to the end of this. Look forward to whatever we're playing next. I don't know what we're doing next.
We've got a decent backlog. I don't know that we'll hit another RPG for season 4, but
Yeah, because this one took a little longer than I think we had intended, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
it's all good.
All right, we will see everybody next Let's Play.
See you, space cowboys.
It's perfect.
It's a porkadin.